Hi, I'm Shan, and this is Callie, and you're watching Life with Shan. This video is all about my Christmas TBR for the winter season of 2022. I'm hoping to get through all of these Christmas holiday books before the new year. It is a big TBR for me, but hopefully you see a few books that you haven't necessarily heard of yet and you want to pick them up for yourself. And thanks for watching. Before I dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First up with this adorable cover is A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. A Merry Little Meet Cute, which has this also adorable backdrop on the back cover, says, I hadn't even flipped on the light when two firm knocks shook my door. Quickly and with sparks of electricity strumming through my veins, I rushed over and opened the door. Nolan, his lips pursed and his whole body vibrating with determination, stepped inside without waiting for an invitation. Are you trying to kill me? His words come out like a painful accusation. No, I squeaked. Yes, no. Well, then what is it? He asked with a desperate urgency. I don't know, I said helplessly, but maybe we just need to get it out of our system. It, as in this, us. So that is very intriguing. I love it when the back cover of books have a little excerpt like that. The synopsis of A Merry Little Meet Cute is Bea Hobbs, aka Bianca Von Honey, has a successful career as a plus-size adult film star. With a huge following and two supportive moms, she couldn't ask for more. But when her favorite producer cast her to star in a Christmas movie he's making for the squeaky clean Hope Channel, Bea's career is about to take a more family-friendly direction. Forced to keep her work as Bianca under wraps, Bea quickly learns this is a task a lot easier said than done. Though it all becomes worthwhile when she discovers her co-star is none other than childhood crush Nolan Shaw, an ex-boy band member in desperate need of career rehab. Nolan's promised his bulldog manager to keep it zipped up on set, and he will if it means he'll be able to provide a more stable living situation for his sister and mom. But things heat up quickly in Christmas Notch, Vermont, when Nolan recognizes his new co-star from her closed doors account. Oh yeah, he's a member. Now Bea and Nolan are sneaking off for quickies on set and keeping their new relationship a secret from the Hope Channel's execs. Things only get trickier when the reporter who torpedoed Nolan's singing career comes snooping around and takes an instant interest in mysterious newcomer Bea. And if Bea and Nolan can't keep their eye-off-camera romance behind the scenes, then this merry little meet-cute might end up on the cutting room floor. I like the synopsis. I like the inclusivity of this book, and I love the idea of the behind-the-scenes of a film set. I think that's really fun. I also liked that when I read The Holiday Swap last year by Maggie Knox, which was like a parent trap type situation. Two twins swapped places for a week, and one of them worked on a baking show. For that one, that's The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox, and this one is A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Next by Maggie Knox is All I Want for Christmas. All I Want for Christmas is about when Sadie and Max are selected contestants on the famed reality singing show Star Maker. Each thinks they've finally gotten their big Nashville break, but then they're paired up for duet week and stun the world with their romantic onstage chemistry. With fans going wild for Saxy, the network demands that they remain a duo on and off stage or exit the competition. Faking a relationship until their final performance in the Star Maker holiday special shouldn't be too hard, except for one small problem. Sadie and Max can't stand each other, but with their dreams just within reach, they agree to the ruse. Will their fake relationship be exposed before they can win? Or might their phony connection turn real by the Christmas finale? I hate to love trope. I like fake dating. I think this will be really cute. Also kind of a stardom setting for a Christmas book, which is fun. This one I also got from NetGalley, so thank you NetGalley and the publisher G.P. Putnam Sons, an imprint of Penguin Random House. Thank you for that. Since this is an imprint of Penguin Random House, if you use the Penguin Random House Rewards program, you will get points for this book towards a free book. And that is All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox, who also wrote the holiday swap that I liked last year. Next up by Emily Stone, and from my library, is Always in December. I love this cute cover with the London Bridge in the background and the little stamp version of saying a novel. So Always in December is about every December, Josie mails a letter from her home in London to the parents she lost on Christmas night many years ago. Every time she writes the same 3 words, missing you, always. But one year, her annual trip to the mailbox is knocked off course when her bicycle collides with a handsome stranger, a stranger who will change Josie's life. Josie always thought she was the only one who avoided the Christmas season, but this year, Max has his own reasons for doing the same, and coincidence leads them to spending the holiday together. A glow of new love, Josie thinks this might be the start of something special, but then Max disappears without saying goodbye. Over the next year, Max and Josie find that fate continues to unite them in places they'd never expected. New York City, Edinburgh, the quiet English countryside. And it turns out that Max has as many reasons to stay as he had to leave. But what does destiny hold for Josie and Max as Christmas approaches again? A devastating, romantic, life-affirming love story, Always in December, will stay with readers long after they finish the last page. So this one sounds a little heart-wrenching and a lot about grief, which is how Emily Stone's other book that I've talked about a few times, One Last Gift, sounds. So her books are not the fluffy rom-com Christmas stardom type of books, but I do like having a variety of styles, especially when reading mostly Christmas books for a while. So I do appreciate the difference and having a little bit of a deeper read. So thank you, Emily Stone. I'm excited to read this one, Always in December. And then One Last Gift, which I've talked a little bit about on my previous videos, is this girl, Cassie, loses her parents, and then her brother tries to make up for it by planning scavenger hunts every holiday season, and then unfortunately one holiday season he passes and he's no longer with her, but he did plan one last scavenger hunt for them. So Cassie and her old best friend, who is also best friends with her brother, set out to solve the scavenger hunt. So this one also has grief and romance and Christmas holidays in it, and also by Emily Stone. So I'm excited to pick this one up as well. Next is 7 Days of Us. I got this one last year. I don't remember what it's about. I didn't get to read it last year, so it is definitely top priority for me this year. I do like that the cover has a house and a snow globe. I think that's pretty cute and unique. It's an easier way to make it a little festive. And 7 Days of Us is about, it's Christmas, and for the first time in years, the entire Burke family will be under one roof. Even Emma and Andrew's elder daughter, who is usually off saving the world, will be joining them at Wayfield Hall. But Olivia, a doctor, is only coming home because she has to. She's just returned from treating an epidemic abroad and has been told she must stay in quarantine for a week, and so too should her family. For the next 7 days, the Birches are locked down, cut off from the rest of humanity, and forced into each other's orbits. Younger, abashedly frivolous daughter, Phoebe, is fixated on her upcoming wedding, while Olivia deals with the culture shock of first world problems. As Andrew sequesters himself in his study, writing scathing restaurant reviews and remembering his glory days as a war correspondent, Emma hides a secret that will turn the whole family upside down. In close proximity, not much can stay hidden for long, and as revelations and long-held tensions come to light, nothing is more shocking than the unexpected guest who's about to arrive. Okay, so the snow globe, the house in the snow globe makes a lot more sense now. This one sounds a little 2020 pandemic-esque of it, but it does sound fun. I like the mystery behind it too. It doesn't seem as straightforward as some other holiday reads, like they're gonna fall in love type thing. So something's happening, and I wonder when this was published. So this was published and copyrighted in 2017, so this was before the pandemic, and I do like that. I've gotten a little tired of pandemic type books, and I know that this is about an epidemic, so it's a little different. But I am excited. I feel like this will be a little more relatable. I am interested in the family holiday drama. You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince. I actually read this one through NetGalley. Thank you, NetGalley, and the publisher, Source Books, Casablanca. I read this one and finished it last night. It was cute, it was fun. What really drew me in was the name of the book, You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince, and the green cover. I'm a sucker for the Grinch, so I was excited to read this. It is LGBTQ. Matthew is a rich guy who makes a huge mistake, and his parents kind of cut him off and say, you're going to stay with your grandma in the middle of nowhere. And so he's in the middle of nowhere, and then he stays at his grandma's, and then he meets this guy who's also staying at his grandma's for the time being. And then Matthew quickly realizes life's not all about money and materialistic goods and fandom or stardom and how you look on social media, and he starts to appreciate the small town a little bit more for what it is. And you can guess from there's Christmas, there's events, there's holiday fun, there's family drama. It's a little bit of everything, but I really enjoyed getting to see Matthew Prince go from this rich posh guy who was a little selfish to kind of a lighthearted small town guy. So I hope you'll check this one out, see if you like that type of stuff. Next, by Jenny Bayless, is A Season for Second Chances. Jenny Bayless wrote The 12 Dates of Christmas, which is not my favorite, so I got this one from the library to give it a try. She clearly love people like her books because she has about 3 or more books released now. So I think maybe I was just not in the right mood. Maybe it was a fluke, but yeah. So this is A Season for Second Chances, and it is about Annie Sharp's spark for life has fizzled out. Her kids are grown up, her restaurant is doing just fine on its own, and her 26-year marriage has come to an unceremonious end. Untethered for the first time in her adult life, she finds a winter guardian position in a historic seaside home and decides to leave her city life behind for a brand new beginning. When she arrives in Willow Bay, Annie is enamored by the charming house, the invigorating sea breeze, and the town's rich seasonal traditions. Not to mention, her neighbors receive her with open arms. That is all except the surly nephew of the homeowner, whose grand plans for the property are at odds with her residency. As Christmas approaches, tensions and tides rise in Willow Bay, and Annie's future seems less and less certain. But with a little can-do spirit and holiday magic, the most difficult time of her life will become a season for second chances. I like second chances. I like the idea of her going to a small town and the hallmark classic of her moving to a small town and then this big developer type guy is there and he's upset about her being there. This sounds pretty predictable and cute. There's a cat on the cover. I like her coat in it. And this just seems like your typical holiday read. So this is good for kind of just stressful holiday season palette cleansing. And then also by Jenny Bayless, her newest book, which I got because it was buy 2 get 1 free, is Meet Me Under the Mistletoe. I don't know, I know it's kind of controversial, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I did just get this copy from NetGalley, and since I am on edge about Jenny Bayless, I might just return this or gift it to someone this holiday season if it's not for me. So Meet Me Under the Mistletoe is about Eleanor Noel, Nori for short, is quite content running her secondhand bookshop in London. Forever torn between her working class upbringing and her classmates' extravagant lifestyles at the posh private school she attended on scholarship, Nori has finally figured out how to keep both at equal distance. When 2 of her oldest friends invite their whole gang to spend the time leading up to their wedding together at the castle near their old school, Nori must prepare herself for an emotionally complicated few days. The reunion brings back fond memories, but also requires Nori to dodge an ill-advised former fling. When she falls quite literally into the arms of Isaac, the castle's head gardener, who has nothing but contempt for the snobby prep school kids, the attraction between them is undeniable. And as Nori spends more time with Isaac during the wedding festivities, she finds herself falling hard for the boy she used to consider an enemy. Nori and Isaac explore their common ground, but pressures mount on all sides, and Nori must decide what kind of life she wants to live and what sort of love is worth the risk. This one sounds pretty good. I like the bookshop in London. I like that she owns a bookshop. I think most of us would like that. I also appreciate the enemies to lover trope, and I also get the Hannah Montana vibe a little bit, where she tries to fit in with the rich, but she's not quite there. She went to school on a scholarship, which is totally acceptable, but I appreciate just the different elements going into this one. So I do think I might pick this one up. Well, I have it on NetGalley and I started it last night, so I will read that. I might keep this one. If not, I'll review it honestly in a future video. But yeah, that is my December TBR, my Christmas TBR. I can almost guarantee you I will not get through all of these. I'm pretty sure the library wants some of them back before I can actually get to them. But I'm very excited for this big stack. I could almost make a Christmas tree out of this. But yeah, this should be fun. Hopefully they don't all blend together. Unfortunately, that happens a lot with me when I try to read a lot. And I hope you pick up one or two of them. If not, let me know what you're reading this December. Celebrating Hanukkah, I did like the matzo ball romance last year. That was pretty good. She is raised Jewish, but she writes Christmas books for a living, and she doesn't tell her family that. So it kind of, her publisher's like, look, we sell too many Christmas books, a Hanukkah book. So then she's forced to write a Hanukkah book, but she's avoided it for so long that she has to try to find a way to romanticize Hanukkah, which the author did a really great job with. So if you haven't picked up the matzo ball yet, you should pick it up. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll catch you next time.